Hey y'all, welcome to Summertime Tarot. My name is Summer and this is a general reading for the sign of Aquarius for May 2020 or whenever you see this video. So, as I was shuffling for you guys, I got the feeling that you have been really working hard, maybe doing some shadow work, facing and addressing your fears, working with those skeletons in your closet, so to speak. And I really get the feeling that, you guys have been pushing hard, really trying to work at it, really trying to, understand and get rid of these things that are kind of holding you back. And I feel like you've gotten to the point where you are ready to move forward into, this new space, have this kind of deeper connection, I feel, with yourself, with the divine. Really almost very much like a true connection where you feel and you're connected and you're ready to go out and you're ready to start making things work for yourself in a good way, bringing about good change, good things into your life. Ready to really see the fruits of your labor and to feel like you've gotten, basically kind of like you've gotten somewhere, like you've gotten what you desire, what you've been putting in effort for. And really I feel like you've been working hard and just keep going. But let's go ahead and pull some cards. So let's see. All right, so we have feelings. Emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow me, dear divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they no longer hold me captive. Yeah, and I really feel like that's in connection to, I just want to say, like, your shadow or the aspects of yourself or your life that you're kind of unhappy with, that you feel kind of bombarded by, or kind of like they're just, things aren't, these things that just aren't exactly as you'd want them to, that you feel kind of hold you back, kind of drown you, or make you feel kind of stuck and like you're just not going anywhere really fast, kind of thing. And so with this card, there's really, I feel like you may be trying to fight your way against them, trying to kind of swim out of this kind of deep, dark kind of space where things keep kind of attaching themselves to you, kind of like triggers basically that kind of keep being brought up. And so it's really a need for you to really address these feelings, address these memories, these fears, whatever it is, fully, and be willing to, go through the whole process so that you understand, what these things are that are kind of holding you up, kind of triggering you, kind of, doing those kind of things. And you're able to fully release them so that they don't hold you back anymore. They don't trigger you like they used to anymore, So there's a need for you to really feel them fully, right? Not try and kind of fight past them. I'm here, be a friend, like be a friend to them. Begin to understand them. Don't be so afraid of them. It's kind of what I'm picking up. Let's see what else comes out. Okay. So we have here courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. When I look at the courage card, I'm really getting a feeling like, or I'm kind of seeing, in the movies where they have to like run past something, or even when you're a little kid and you had to cut off all the lights downstairs before going upstairs, and so like you pull up this strength to just like go real fast. And I kind of like see you guys doing that, but it's like, building up your courage, building up, I really want to say like your self-esteem, your own kind of internal power, in order to really stay focused on what it is that you're trying to get to. What's your destination? Yeah. But not getting so caught up on where you're going, but really keeping your eye on the prize, but not allowing where you are, or the fact that you're not exactly where you are, make you feel some type of way. Is kind of what I want to say. Right? Does that make any sense? Well, let's go ahead and look at the tarot, okay? See what's going on for you. So, for your driving energy for the month, we have here the Mother of Sticks. So yeah, for this month, I really see that it's going to be important for you to really build up your confidence within yourself, to really kind of suss out where you've been feeding into like this kind of confused space, this kind of fearful, I wanted to say nomadic. So maybe you have been like running from your fears, or running from the things that you want to accomplish, so to speak. And so it's really time for you to really pull the courage up enough to really face yourself, face your fears, face the things that have been holding you back. And so we have here the Fool, Strength, and 10 of Coins. So with this, I really feel like this fool is really you. And I feel like maybe, in the past, maybe this past month, April, what have you, or just leading up until now, you've been in this space where you have like this go-getter mentality, where you want to go out, you want to leave like the old ways behind, you want to hearing open book. So you really want to like start a new chapter, get things going, not allow things to kind of hold you up. But I also feel like being in that space has kind of brought you to, I want to say, full circle, where you've gotten to the point where, yes, you want to move forward. Yes, you want to move out of this cycle. But I feel like with this Strength card here and this 10 of Pentacles, that you've kind of been fighting against yourself. But in a way where you've been fighting against everything everything that you've done up until this point. And it's making me think of this is funny because I watched this movie last night. ATL, where what's his name? Esquire. I'm sorry if you don't know the movie, but bear with me. Okay, Esquire is talking to Nunu's father. I can't think of the man's name, but it's after they find out that she's been going to the skate rink on the south side, and so the father takes his letter of recommendation away from Esquire, and it comes to this seminal point where Esquire's like, I read somewhere that you said that being a CEO didn't make you a proud man, but being a proud man made you a CEO. And he was like, but a proud man doesn't forget where he comes from. And I say that because I feel like you may be in a space where you're working so hard to get to where it is you're trying to go that you're not really being honest with yourself about who you are, where you come from, what you've been doing, what's kind of gotten you to this point. And it's almost like you're trying to just kind of leave that by the wayside. And I feel like that may be getting you into some trouble. That's why I brought up that movie. But anywho's, with this Ten of Pentacles here, I feel like you've gotten so accustomed to how things are, and I almost feel like angry towards your present reality, or even just like your upbringing, your past, that kind of thing, that you're kind of fighting against it in a way, and you want to leave it all behind. But I feel like that's actually what's causing you a great deal of stress, a great deal of fear, that's kind of bringing up all these feelings. And I want to say the only way out is in. So I feel like for the month of May, there's a big need for you to really address where you come from, or address what you're fighting against. Because I feel like there's a possibility that you may be getting caught up in trying so hard to move away from these things that you actually forget who you are and like your why, like why you're actually doing it. Does that make sense? That's kind of what I'm picking up. So like I feel like if you don't address these feelings, if you don't kind of be honest with yourself about how you're feeling, what you want, what's causing you so much kind of like anger, or just overwhelm, or just unhappiness, right? If you don't really address it, if you don't look at it for what it really is, where it's coming from, what got you here, how it's affecting you in the current situation, then it's going to continue to manifest itself in different areas in different ways. And so there's a need for you to really I'm being drawn to this Queen of Wands, and I feel like it's with her, I get the vibe of not only kind of being your own person, but also incorporating who you are, where you come from, into this whole being that is you, right? Like being proud of the things that have brought you to where you are. So you could be in a space where like I don't want to say lashing out, but just roll with me here. You may be lashing out, or like upset, angry, just really emotional about how things are currently in your reality, in your life, that it's making you so emotional that it's driving you to do things, which is good. I want to say, Anansi's phrase, from American Gods. Angry gets shit done, right? And it's true, it does. But at the same time, I want to say, you know, we have to be aware of our emotions. We have to be aware of where they're coming from. We have to be aware of how they're, interfering with our mind, with our feelings, all that kind of stuff, with our behavior. And if you allow your anger to lead you down a course where you kind of forget exactly your direction, exactly your why, like why you're doing what you're doing, things can get out of hand, right? And I feel like, I don't know why I'm laughing, but I feel like if you don't like kind of allow yourself to feel all of your feelings, you may make decisions or you may do things that in your right mind you wouldn't do, right? So it's a need for you to really address your feelings honestly and to like make a plan about, what it is you want to do, what you want to accomplish, where it is you're trying to go, like the pros and cons of where you are, where you see yourself, how you're going to get there, in a clear mindset, right? Because we have here the Six of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. So it's like, for this month, really, with this, I really see like needing to come from a clear space or just move in a clear mind space so that you can address all of these kind of triggers, address all of these things that are like in your path currently as you're moving towards, your goals. So that you're not being bombarded by all of these things and kind of reacting out of the first word that came to me was suspicious or like angry or obsessive or just all around kind of low vibes where you're fearful or you're hurt, right? It's a need to kind of process your emotions so that you have a clear mind. You know what your goals are, but you're not allowing what's currently here to affect where it is you're going, what it is you're doing. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Yeah, I'm just getting like a feeling of fear. Like fear may be infiltrating, fear and anger may be infiltrating your mind through your emotions. Because I feel like you may feel a certain way, which then kind of directs your mind, which then directs your actions. So there's a need for you to kind of filter. So like when you feel things, process them, trying to understand where it's coming from, how it's affecting you, how it's affecting your mental. Like if somebody comes up to you, like basically it's kind of like you may be getting triggered by people, by circumstances, by, things around you and also within you that are kind of bubbling up. So there's a need for you to really address them so that you can really see clearly, so that you can act in a manner that is beneficial and helpful and good for you. That's going to lead you and take you to where it is that you would like to be. But if you're kind of getting caught up in your emotions, you're not going to be able to really see clearly. So you may just be making decisions that if you would have taken the time to really process things, truly think about things, the effect would have been different. So yeah. So with this new, cycle that you're moving into, just be aware that, there are going to be some times when old stuff may come up, be that fears, be that feelings or anger, what have you. It's going to come up. But you have the stamina, that's what I want to say, and the courage and all the things that you need to really deal with these things head on. But I want to say, just be mindful of yourself, right? That's going to enable you to work out of and come out of a space that's really well-rounded, high vibrational, all that good stuff, right? I want to say, don't allow your fears to, stop you from getting to, your goals. And I also want to say, don't allow other people's goals for you to don't allow other people's goals or fears or misconceptions about what it is you're trying to do or who it is you're trying to become, what have you. Don't allow them to affect you in a negative manner. Don't allow them to get into your head and start making you question who you are, what you want, why you're doing what you're doing. But take that time, if something does come up that kind of triggers you, be it, in a family space or around friends or in a new environment, allow that trigger to kind of help you to understand yourself more so that you know what you're working with, you know what you need to address, you know what you need to do going forward, that kind of thing. That's really what I'm picking up. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your love life. So let's do a quick little love reading for you for the month. Alright, bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Wands again. Okay. Alright. So for the month of May, when it comes to your romantic love, with this Ten of Swords, I really see that, maybe you could have gone through a breakup or just a really kind of tumultuous time when it comes to love. And I feel like, being that this is the 10, you're coming out of this space, you're working on kind of understanding who you are. That's kind of really what I'm getting. Understanding who you are, your own motivations. I also see you with this King of Swords really kind of being at a distance from folks. With him being here with his back towards the Ace of Pentacles, I kind of feel like you're in a space where you may be focused on this ending with the Ten of Swords. You may be focused on it, trying to kind of understand it, trying to figure out what you're going to do about it. And with the King of Wands here, with the Queen of Wands being on the bottom of the deck, yeah, I kind of get the feeling that you're kind of like, no more games with that kind of combo. It's like I like being in a space where I know what I want, but at this moment, I'm spending time trying to understand, articulate, and get myself into a space where I am ready and able to take a step towards this kind of new experience of love, this new beginning in love. With this Ten of Swords, I get the feeling that maybe you've been doing a bit of crying. You've been trying to kind of understand, just been trying to understand things. And going back to the feelings card, I feel like, I want to say don't get so caught up in your head. But also with this King of Pentacles, I get the feeling that you may be focused on, kind of the physical. So like working, doing things, getting yourself situated where you feel confident and comfortable enough to really deal with your emotions. And I want to say, don't get so caught up in how things are now, or kind of this in between space where you're kind of trying to understand where you go from here, what you're doing, right? Don't get so caught up in how things are looking or how your mind is processing things, right? Kind of allow these things to kind of come up, address them, and move forward. Do your best to keep keep busy, but like not in a way of like running from yourself or running from the situation or running from your emotions, but doing things that kind of allow you to free your mind, to clear out all that kind of clutter so that you can have clarity about the situation, so that you feel confident in, whatever decision you made or whatever happened. You feel confident that, what has transpired, what has happened has brought you to a good and whole space, and that you are ready and able to, move on into this new way of experiencing love in your life, right? But let's go ahead and pull some advice. Okay. Woo! Okay, that's fine. I'll take those. So we have here, adventure awaits. Break up your routine and live a little, sweetheart. It's time for some adventure. Plan a vacation, take a spontaneous drive. A change of pace and scenery will do you good. Plus, you never know whom you'll meet or what you'll experience along the way. A fabulous new friend or partner, a spectacular meal at a charming local joint. The vista of a lifetime. Adventure awaits. Yeah, so I feel like, that goes along with the Fool here. You're ready to, try things a little bit different. Go into a new cycle, and there may be some fear, some trepidation when it comes to this, but it's all about, changing up your perspective about it. Kind of get excited for this new adventure, excited for these new experiences, excited for, something better that you want to come in. And so we have here, accept compliments. The next time someone gives you a compliment, say thank you. Don't shrug it off, play it down, or reject the gift. You'll be denying yourself and the giver the opportunity to share in a moment of gratitude and love. Exercise your self-esteem and soak it in, superstar. Think of compliments as little confidence-building soul vitamins. You are worthy of praise. Then we have compassion for all. Compassion is the beating heart of all spiritual practices. The peace you seek comes from the peace you create. Extend your compassion to all beings today, including yourself. Everyone benefits when you are kind. May all beings be happy and free. Okay, then we have be mindful with your money, honey. Are you spending above your means, avoiding the reality of your bank account, shopping to numb any negative feelings or pain? It may be time to clean up your relationship with money. Let go of the fear and shame around your finances and take responsibility for your future today. Any unwise decisions you've made in the past are behind you. Seek guidance where needed and keep the big picture of your financial well-being in mind. Remember, money saved is money earned. Okay. Then you are awesome. Your greatest relationship is the one you have with yourself. Build it, strengthen it, praise yourself. Share what makes you proud. Your beaming delight will help others shift from glass half empty thinking to heck, I'm awesome too. Okay? And decide. Okay? It's time to make a decision. Being on the fence drains your energy. No matter what you choose, it will be the exact right thing for your spiritual path. Channel your energy. Be decisive. Learn, grow, decide. All right. And then let's pull some. Let's see what crystals would be most beneficial for you for this month. Okay. Okay. All right. So we have Preonite, release, declutter, heart chakra. Seraphonite, honesty, heart and third eye chakra. Unikite, live in the present, heart chakra. Okay. Chiastolite, past loved ones, root chakra. And calcite, calmness, all chakra. So yeah, so for this month is really focusing on your heart chakra, clearing out any kind of hurt, any kind of wounds, any kind of pain associated with your heart, any kind of closed offness in your heart, or not wanting to address your feelings kind of thing, clearing that out. And, staying grounded, staying connected to, your truth, who you are, where you come from, and being able to, stay calm and vigilant and able to kind of go with the flow of things, okay? So let's go ahead and see what self-care activities would be beneficial for you for this month. Okay, so we have learn. So for this month, go ahead and spend time kind of acquainting yourself with whatever it is you're trying to, go into, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to, what adventure you're trying to start, learning what you can, growing in your knowledge, your abilities, right? Then we have stretch. So focus on tending to your body by, you know, stretching, opening up your mind, your heart, your body to, you know, higher vibrations and good feelings, that kind of thing. Then we have pamper. Okay, spend some time, you know, pampering yourself. Maybe at home spa day. You know, give yourself a pedicure, you know, face mask, all that good stuff. And then we have movie. So, you know, movie night, spending some time just, you know, laying back, allowing yourself and your mind to kind of free itself, not be so caught up in what's going on, but, you know, just enjoying where you are and what you're experiencing. Okay? So that's all I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Please let me know down in the comments how this reading resonated for you. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you, and I hope to see you soon.